Peace, y'all. It's Simply Megan from Simply Megan Method Astrology. Please like, share, subscribe my videos if you have not already. So I'm doing a series about communicating with the different signs, and now I am on Virgo. And Virgo is an earth sign, and Virgo is actually the sign ruled by Mercury, much like Gemini. So they're all about communication. The thing with Virgos is, unlike Geminis, whose communication is focused externally and outside, Virgo's communication is more focused inward, inside of their own selves. And so they tend to be highly analytical. Their minds kind of like never stop going, which can be a positive thing if they know the power of their thoughts and they know how their thoughts are manifesting the reality outside of them. If they're not aware of that and they allow themselves to be sucked in by some of those overly analytical habits, then they can become stuck in cycles of self-sabotage, self-destruction, and just an overall kind of pessimistic, down, critical, skeptical, unrealistically perfectionist view of things, people, relationships, and communication. So I think the thing to keep in mind with a Virgo is definitely to be very open and honest with them. Definitely be very precise about the words that you say to them. And Virgos are driven by facts, figures, numbers, also like Gemini. They want to know the details. They want to know the small details. They want to know all the little nuances of the situations. Virgos can be great communicators. On the flip side of that, they can be awful communicators. They can not really know how to discuss things, especially of an emotional nature. Virgos in general are not very outwardly emotional people. They are extremely emotionally inward. They experience the same feelings, the same emotions, the same, things that happen with everybody's heart that everyone does, and their feelings and pain, except Virgo. And actually, because Virgo is the opposite sign of Pisces and they have similarities, Virgo can, I almost dare to say that Virgos might feel things a little bit more so. So that also kind of adds to the conundrum of the, communication. Like I said, if you're able to communicate and you have a healthy kind of sense of what that means, with Virgo being the perfectionist, that can go great. That can be, your Beyoncés, your Michael Jacksons, your Virgos who really took that, inner kind of activity and channeled it productively. If it's, like I said, and there's always a downside, this is for any sign, if it's not channeled properly, it can be destructive. And like I said, yeah, that's for any sign. I'm just thinking of myself in general. Sagittarian, a good trait is optimism. A bad trait can be optimism, because we can be optimistic about things that we should not be optimistic about. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give that as a contrast. I'm definitely not picking on Virgos. I love Virgos. Virgos are very steady, dependent. You can really depend on what a Virgo says because they are very careful and meticulous with their words. They do like to analyze their words before they say them to make sure that they're being very precise about what the meaning of their words are. So if a Virgo makes a promise to you, or you can pretty much bank on what a Virgo says to you. In terms of communicating with them, it's important to be clear with a Virgo and to set boundaries. It's also important to give Virgo space. A lot of times they will need space to go and process because of all those kind of, wheels that are constantly turning. Sometimes they just need to be alone. Sometimes you're not going to get a response right away. Sometimes they need to think it over and understand themselves first before they'll feel comfortable giving you a response. So that is my video on communicating with Virgos. Like I said, like, share, subscribe my videos, and I will talk next about Libra. Peace, y'all. Simply Megan.